Hey, JC here, JC's Comics and More, your pop culture superstore, 6725 West Central Avenue. That is Toledo, Ohio, 43617-419-531-6097 with not Chuck the Knife, but with Mr. Smith and Wesson. First unboxing had a few things that were damaged. Wasn't overly bad. I was certainly glad about that. Let's hope we continue that trend with this box. Be certainly nice. I see this box does give us some air. We all need to breathe in a little bit of fresh air. So we do have some of the G-Fan. This is G-Fan number 125. New issue of G-Fan. There's a customer I've not seen in a while. Hopefully I'll see him very soon. Works at one of the YWCAs. That I've got a bunch of Godzilla stuff for him. So come on in, dude. I'd like to see you in here. Hopefully you are still around. Hopefully you are alive. Hopefully you still have your job. Sometimes when people pass away, they don't let us know that they passed away. This book here, I think this is going to be a huge hit. This is going to be a huge hit for people. That people are going to just eat this book up. Here we go. Do as we say, not as we do. The Socialists. Look at her, Madam Hydra, looking all goofy and everything. And there she is, the gavel. Look at them. Boy, oh boy, this is a coloring book. A great coloring book here. Look at this here. Beetle and Bonehead Screw America. Oh, that's just, look at that there. Pocahontas. Oh, there you go. The American Dream. I'm sure this is going to make lots of people very happy. And there you go. There's another one right there. There you go. So it's $12.99. We got these here for you people that are going to just eat those up. You know, there you go. There's your early Christmas presents, Christmas gifts you can grab for the person in your life that will appreciate that the most. Goes along with the when we got the unquotable Trumps back in this week too, so you can buy both of those. That way you've got both sides covered. You want to be fair and equally balanced. Here we've got Rat Queens number 19. Again, that's set aside for one of my poll customers. Here we have Count Crowley, issue 104. It's from Dark Horse. I can't wait to read this. Speaking of reading stuff, in between videos, I did read the new Freedom Fighters. Oh, God, so good. I can't wait for that next issue. Cannot wait for that next issue. Here we got the Immortal Hulk number 6, the director's cut. So we do have all 6 director's cuts in stock, should you need them. Okay. So we've got the Amazing Spider-Man. This is the, let's see here. This is the Amazing Mary Jane cover. Wait a second. There we go. Here's the Amazing Mary Jane cover. There you go. And if you look at this cover, looks like she's going to give him a kiss or something. I know what you're thinking there, Pied Piper, Roddy Piper. You know what you're thinking there, but in the comments, put what you think what they're about to do. She's got his hands around his web line. There we go. The Amazing Mary Jane. Amazing indeed. Enough said, true believer. Thwipped. Here's the 1 in 25 variant on Marauders. Then you got the White Queen, Emma Frost, in her diamond form, and she's really pushing the envelope there. That's a great cover there. I'm sure that's going to be well sought after. You've got Justice League Dark number 16, The Last Days of Magic. Got Swamp Thing in there. You've got the Shop Steward. He makes a great appearance. You got the Great Magician, and then you've got Skullface along with the Magic Lasso making their appearances there. Oh, I wish you could see in this box here. See how this stuff is packed. Packed from the great professionals that have to deal with stuff. Let me just undo this real quick just so you can see how those comics were in there. There you go. That way you know I'm not making stuff up. Okay. Okay, put Joel in the Steadicam. There we got more of the Justice Leagues. Again, just double check, just make sure these are okay, not damaged, which is always a good thing. StarCraft Survivors number 4 of 4. Got one copy there. You got Tony Stark Iron Man, The Ultron Agenda, Part 2. I wish I could say Dan Slott's doing a good job on this book. I wish I could say Dan Slott's doing a good job. But if you have trouble sleeping, you got insomnia, either read Iron Man or read Captain America. Both those books will put you to sleep these days. Some of the worst stuff I think Marvel's putting out these days, both those titles. So if you do like those, I apologize, but I think they're pretty boring books. This is from Source Point, Beyond the Demon the Sea. I'm sure, let me set those aside. I'm sure I've got those ordered for people. These must be, I think these are 1 in 25 variants of the Immortal Hulk number 25. And I look at these are actually okay as opposed to my previous 1 in 25 variants you saw in the first video. And I'm really excited about this book here. In fact, let me go grab another book that goes along with that. That way you can see what I'm talking about. Got the Amazing Spider-Man. This is number 32. This is the Art Adams connecting variant. You see Doc Ock. You see the aliens from Amazing Spider-Man 2. See the Lizard. See J. Jonah Jameson. But the first part of this connecting variant was on Spider-Verse. So we've got those two there. I'm not sure what the next one's going to be, but Art Adams connecting variants, you've got me. You've got me. Hook, line, and sinker there. But did I order 2, 4, 6? Did I order 7 copies? I'm pretty sure I ordered more than 7 copies. We'll see. We'll see how wrong or right I am. This is from Vault Comics, issue number 1. Fantastic Four, number 221. No, wait a second. It's Money Shot. To take off on the John Byrne Fantastic Four cover. Reach for the Stars. This is a great... I mean, I'd be buying these books just because of the takeoff on the old classic covers. Here we've got Star Wars Allegiance, issue 3. Part of the connecting cover. So I make sure I set some copies of those aside for some of these Star Wars fans so they know that they've got their copies here. Here we have Avengers. And I'm sure I must have... Wait a second. Okay, this is the... I wasn't sure, but this right here tells me it's the Mary Jane variant. Because that right there doesn't look like MJ at all. Looks like some redhead. Could be Patsy Walker. It could almost be Black Widow. But right there it tells us it's Mary Jane. So this is issue 25 of the Avengers, the Mary Jane variant. Good thing they put those on there for us. Here we have Absolute Carnage, Lethal Protectors, issue 3. This is the end of a 3-issue miniseries, so that's the last issue right there of that. Make sure that those copies are okay. They appear to be nice condition. when I spoke too soon. There's a copy right there that when it was put into the box, it must have sustained, got bent. So sadly, they made a liar out of me. And there must be copies missing. I still have some copies missing from there. Here we've got Red Hood Outlaw number 37. I think this is a copy I was shorted a few months ago, so they just got these to me right when I no longer need them, because the people that wanted these 2 months ago, they went out and got them elsewhere. So thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Appreciate the effort of getting me something I no longer can sell. Appreciate that. Epic Collection Daredevil. This is volume 4. Woman Called Widow. This reprints Daredevil's 64 through 86 and on Iron Man 35 and 36. Got great Gil Kane artwork. There it is, more great Gil Kane artwork. So we have that available for those of you that are fans of The Man Without Fear. Let's see what's next. I see we got the Young Guns variants on Marauders with Storm. A nice Storm cover there. If you're a fan of Storm, the Weather Witch. Issue number 6 of Ascender by Dustin Wynn and Jeffrey Lemire. Make sure a copy of that gets set aside for one of my customers. Here we got the Dollar Comics. We were talking about Bernie Wrightson and Len Wein earlier. That would have been nice for them to reprint something like that in their 100-page giant. Well, here you go. You can get this for $1. So now we've taken care of your Len Wein and Bernie Wrightson fix. So we got Flash number 81. This has been a very, very good book, a very underrated book. This is cover A on Flash number 81. So yay, buddy. Good for Flash. Got Superman Batman number 3. This is a deceased cover. Supes and Batman are ready to do some killing and eating. They're going to eat the other white meat. Not going to be eating pork, so you don't have to worry about that. But it might not be kosher. Might not be as kosher as you think it is. Probably a little salty. Okay. Let's see, we have the cover A to Martian Manhunter here. Issue number 9. This is a 12-issue maxi series. So we've got cover A there. And then the previous video, we had cover B. Here is the rest of my Amazing Spider-Man number 32, the Art Adams variants. Yes, sir. That's the rest of them right there. Look at that. Man, how great. That's so cool. This is Year of the Villain, Black Adam. Showdown with the Infected Shazam. Can't wait to read that. Although he doesn't quite look like Black Adam right there. You know, the artist needed to do a better job making sure that the character looked like it. And it pains me to say it, but John Romita Jr. did the cover with Klaus Janson. And John, source material, dude. Source material. You're much better than this. Here we've got the cover A's on Jade Foster, Valkyrie, number 4. And again, it's funny. You look, she's Valkyrie. She wears a helmet. Her face is exposed, but when she was Thor, she had her face covered up because she didn't want anyone to know. I guess she just doesn't give a damn now. I guess that's what that means. Got Sandman Universe, Books of Magic, number 13. Got Hootie the Owl. Hootie and the Blowfish make an appearance in this issue here. Back for one final tour. Speaking of one final tour, issue 246 of Savage Dragon, number 46. Eric Larson. Look through this book. I just wonder this issue here, if it was on the stands, if it would be bagged up. Because usually I gotta bag this comic up if it's on the stands, because Eric does takes too many liberties as far as what he does in that comic. But all those copies are set aside. Get the new copy, issue 12 of Midwest. That's for a pull customer. So it's not even going out on the stands. So we don't even have to worry about anyone seeing that. We got Alien Rescue number 4. Cover A from Dark Horse. We've got a cover B around here someplace. We've got Sonic the Hedgehog number 22. This is cover B on that. And cover A's, I got a couple copies I'm going to make sure I have to set aside for somebody. This is cover A on Fearless, number 4. Make sure a copy of that gets set aside for one of my pull customers. It's reprints. This is True Believers reprints. X-Men number 17. Features the first appearance of a very forgettable character. Here we have, this is, I'm not sure what editions these are. These are variant copies on the Amazing Mary Jane number 1. I think these are 1 in 10 variants. So make sure those get set aside. I know somebody that's going to want one of those. Here we've got Wonder Woman number 81. Cover A on Wonder Woman number 81. And we've got Red Hood Outlaw number 39. This is the deceased cover. I guess I ordered just 2 copies because Red Hood, because me not getting these copies, people either dropped it or went elsewhere, so I've cut my orders back to sell out. So we got Full Circle. This is the one shot. This is a $10 book. This is cover A. It's a $10 comic. I probably ordered too many of these. It's a $10 book. I don't know what Marvel was thinking, other than trying to get us dealers to eat copies. Okay, I have a few more copies of that Full Circle down there. Wow. Yeah, I've got too many copies. I'm going to be eating copies of that book. Hope Tabasco sauce goes well with it. Powers of X number 4, third printing on Powers of X number 4, third printing. We've got the Phil Hack cover, cover A on Archie vs. Predator 2, issue number 3. It's a fun book. It's what comics sometimes should be. It's a guilty pleasure comic. Now, let's go over on this side here. Got Pretty Violent number 3. Make sure a copy of that gets set aside for one of my regulars. We've got the Alfred cover on Batman Curse of the White Knight number 4. So we've got those there to go with the Batgirl covers. Let's see, we've got the Alex Ross Marvel's 25th anniversary cover on Avengers 25, ironically enough. Featuring the Scarlet Witch. A beautiful cover there. Issue number 25 kind of looks like John Buscema, and her hair is even colored black. For a while there in the Avengers comic, Wanda's hair was black, was miscolored. So Alex picked up on that. Good for you, Alex. Thanks. Okay, we've got Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider number 3, the regular cover. Let's see if anything happens in this issue. Seems to be a pretty boring book from what I've been told. We've got Second Coming with Jesus, issue number 4 from Ahoy. I know a couple of people that are going to want copies of that, so I'll make sure I just set those copies aside right now. And then finally, in this box, we've got the cover B on Flash number 81. Flash is stretching because it's always smart to stretch before you start running. But that's cover B on issue 81 of Flash. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, be sure to subscribe, be sure to like, be sure to share, be sure to hit the bell for notification, and don't forget to thank your comic dealer, whoever he or she might be, for all the work they do to get these comic books, these funny books ready for you on Wednesdays. Thanks again for watching. Have a good rest of your evening.